Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, this is a big deal for Auburn. New head coach Alex Golesh, he told me that he is so excited they've got some crucial pieces in the transfer portal, and he believes this Auburn job is a diamond. He is ready to make it shine bright here this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will come out first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
There he goes. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Jones to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Running inside, it's Pop. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He just barely got enough, but that one has just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though. You can keep yourself out of those situations.
Jones wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to get away. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Gets it to him on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's got it on the right. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff for Ball. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jones to throw. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. The Gators are threatening in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. Using his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Catch in the middle. It's Nimrod. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Kane. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Brown will throw it. Under fire. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. On the ground with the counter. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Auburn lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Washington. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
And when you think about Alex Golis' offense and his tenure now at the University of Auburn, like, they've got to find those guys that can run the football. They like to go fast. And so bringing in Washington at the running back spot, obviously Brown's going to tote this a lot. But Washington, you saw him get totes for Baylor, Palmer, and he was really, really good. Consistent, can make plays, great balance, great speed, great power. Like, this 1-2 punch with him and Brown could be elite.
I think there were a lot of running.
Could be an alley. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll send the back in motion. Brown wants to pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He's in open space downfield.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jones to throw. A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Rush is on him. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The corners are walked up tight. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Brown will throw it. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The run inside. It's Pryor, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Gators in the hurry-up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Gators will punt this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. The short hands. It's Jackson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We kick things off with Arkansas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
Hey guys, Coach Golish told me at the half, their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fires left. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Keeps it himself. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. He'll take it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you could tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Gators will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Looking to buy time. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Auburn sends out the punting unit. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They want to run this quarterback. There's some room, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Dances away to buy time. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And, man, you see it again, and it's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack.
Turning it on! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Pryor. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Florida 21, Auburn 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Kane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. The option look. Now the toss. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And they get him down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third down, here's Washington. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Brown will throw it. Looking to scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. At the end of that play, whistles blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They'll go with Washington. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Might have a chance. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there is some really good things happening. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly, with the catch, it's Kane. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. In the red area, it's Cobb. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Right back to him on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The pitch. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Pryor. Here's a little room there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Here's a give the ball. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Jackson. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. team there in the red zone. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's ball. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Here's Jaden one more time. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Huge field goal attempt could tie the game, and he'll have to make it through ear-splitting noise.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game in the 4th quarter when your team needed it. The game now tied because of his foot.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Sends it back in motion. Brown will throw it quickly to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Punts it out of the air.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. That's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practiced that all week, and it shows up big here late.
It's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Trying play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to run, it's ball. Steamrolls his way ahead. Touchdown, Florida! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Brown wants to pass. There's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game.